Woo. Oh, hello there. I'm Batgirljamie. This is another episode of Get Batty with Batgirljamie. But this time it's my vinyl tips and tricks for like collecting and little things that I do that make my vinyl experience a lot more enjoyable. I'm gonna share this stuff really quick to a couple of places and then I'm going to get into my first tip is a very, very vital one for when you're listening to vinyl and you need somewhere to put your record cover so it doesn't get messed up and a little bit tipped. So I put this dust cover over top of it while you're listening, and then I set this on top because it doesn't this is like one of those things that you put a picture or a collector's plate on and you set that there and then you set that and then you kind of just set your record on there and then you set that on top of your record player while it's playing on the dust cover, the plastic dust cover that goes over it. And then if you want to take pictures, you can take a picture of it while it's video while it's playing and put it on Instagram or something like that on your social media. That's how I do it. Or I set it next to the record player with that on it so that you have a safe place for it and it's not in the way. And I change it out when I have a different record. I pick it back up and I leave it empty when it's nothing in my record player. But when there's something in my record player, the cover's always on that. That's my one I've been listening to the most. When you're picking up a record, do not touch the inside where the grooves are. Make sure you always palm it like this on the outside so that it doesn't get fingerprints and dirt and oils from your body and skin particles and old dirt, just dirt in general from your hands inside of that. I definitely recommend if you're going to wash your records to just use soap and water and just wipe soap and water around it with a gentle like terry cloth and then like rinse it and then like pat it dry and then let it dry and then put it back in your thing and don't play it while it's wet. It's not good for the needle or the record player itself. If you get a record that's dirt, I just recommend a little dish soap, a teeny tiny bit of dish soap, just enough to soap it up and then rinse it off. And make sure you try not to get the label wet because it'll peel the label up. That's my tricks for washing. That's how I wash my records. I don't use anything else. If I use anything else, it's just a little Windex and I wipe it with like a terry cloth again, like a little chamois that you would like wipe a car with or something gentle that's really smooth, it won't scratch. That's what I recommend, how I recommend. If you want a quick washing, I'd use the Windex, and I try not to get it on the actual label. That's how I've always washed my records since I was in high school. That's the best way if you're going to wash your record. You don't have to wash it unless it's starting to sound dirty. Make sure you palm it. Don't palm your record. Don't hold your record like this. Hold it like this. Like hold your hand out like this and slide the record out gently by the tip and get it into the side of it into the palm of your hand, and then once it's out, kind of guide it out like this. That's how I do it. It's a good way to not get any messed up spots on your vinyl. That's how I do that. Make sure you keep your records facing. Another thing is keep your records facing this way, standing up. Never stack them like this on top of each other. The weight of it will warp your records. You definitely don't want to listen to a warped record because it does not. The heat will mess up your records. Keep them flat. Keep them standing up. And keep them so you can flip through them easily without them all flipping over. So, like I said, another tip is get like one of those baskets, those metal like milk crate things. They look like a milk crate, but they're like colored and they're like from like, I can't remember what brand they are, but you can get them at Walmart and they're like you can get them in black, white, green, teal, pink, whatever color, and use those. They're plastic and they look like kind of like a milk crate and they're stackable, but use those for your records, and don't stack two of them on top of each other. Leave them separate. Do not stack anything on top of it. That way the weight of it's not messing with your records of anything on top of it. And if you're going to lay one record down flat like this, just one on top of the whole bin, that's fine. But most of the time I recommend keeping them straight up and down like this. Keep them straight up and down like this inside the bin so you can flip through them. Make them so they can flip through them so they're not getting too much weight on them. That's my tip. As far as a buying tip, when you're going to a store, check eBay. I mean, not eBay, check Amazon. You might be able to get it for the same price. You might be able to get the same record for $30 that they're charging $50 for, because the store has to charge more, because I've seen records for $30, $35 that the store was charging $50 for. Always wait that extra time. I've never had a problem with a record I've gotten from Amazon. I've only heard one person complain that they had one record broke. But if your product comes damaged, Amazon usually will replace it. I've never had a problem with something coming messed up. I've only had one thing come that was wrong. That was not what I ordered. Out of the 50-something thing, out of all the years of shopping on Amazon, I only got a package that was wrong, and one package that didn't get delivered, and one package that never got sent. So I've only gotten 3 times that they messed up, but they've always fixed it. Except for the one time I couldn't, because that was because it was so cheap. One time I ordered a phone case and I ended up with a unicorn tote bag, which was only $3. So I didn't even bother to replace it because I could just give the tote bag to my niece and just order a different phone case. Then the next time I ordered a charger for my Amazon for my Nook, my Nook e-reader, my Nook Color e-reader, and it came and it wasn't the right charger for it. Then the next time I ordered something, I ordered some stickers and they never came. So I had to have them resend them because I never received them. They never even got here. Then one time I ordered straws and they got totally delivered to the wrong address. And so they just refunded my money because they refused to send me another set. So they just refunded me my money. Those are the only times, but I've always gotten something fixed about it, except for the one time with the tote bag because I didn't press it. There was no time to there was no way to contact that because they had it where you couldn't. So that was the only reason why. But it was okay with that one. But I've never had a problem with any of the vinyl being wrong or messed up or anything that I've ordered from eBay. It's always been exactly what I ordered, and it's always worked perfectly. Picture disc will sound dirty because they're thinner vinyl. They're not 180 gram vinyl. They are 150. But I wanted to let you guys know about that. I'm going to share this again somewhere else. I'm trying to get some people in here so we can, if you got any tips on collecting vinyl, if you collect vinyl, always shop around. Sometimes, even with shipping, even if you pay shipping, eBay will be cheaper because you gotta see if with shipping, you gotta factor in shipping. And if shipping makes it more expensive than the store, if it's cheaper with shipping to just order it online, which usually that's what me and Twisted J do, pretty soon he's going to be starting to order more vinyl. So we'll be doing I could do like mini vinyl hauls on here if you want me to. If any of you guys want me to do like my top 10 most listened to records or something like that on here, or any kind of vinyl videos on this channel because you like that type of thing, let us know. Otherwise, I'm going to keep it all my vinyl videos are over on my main channel, Batgirljamie. So if you want to see those are over there. there's something I wanted to tell you guys before. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel because we are very close to being 100. And once we reach 100, we can get a custom URL, so it'll be easier for you guys to find us if you want to watch our channel. It'll be youtube.com/. Hello, Mark Taylor. It's just me here. We're talking about vinyl. If you didn't see this tip I have one of these things, and I just set my vinyl up in it for when I'm listening to that. So it's empty. It's an empty vinyl, and then it's there, and it's on display next to my record player. I either stand it next to my record player, and if I'm not listening to it really loud, I'll set it on top of the speaker, or I'll set it I'll have the dust cover. I always keep the dust cover, the plastic dust cover that goes over your record player, where your record goes. I had that on there all the time, so I usually just stand that on top of there, and then I can take video or pictures or whatever of my vinyl that I'm listening to at the moment for my Instagram, because I talk about my vinyl on Instagram. What kind of vinyl do you what records do you listen to a lot of? I'm just sharing this around so I can get some more views. Some of my favorite vinyls are some of the ones that Twisted J bought me. Like one of my favorite vinyls that I own is some of the ones that Twisted J bought me. Like my favorite that he bought me is My Chemical Romance 10th anniversary edition of the Black Parade. My Korn album, I'll tell you some of the ones I did a whole video of the records that that Joshua Danger bought me, and he did the ones that I either we both bought together, or ones that he found in a bin and said that I would like it when we were vinyl hunting together. What's your favorite vinyl that you own? Mine. Okay, one of my favorites is Serenity of Suffering from Korn, and that's an album that Twisted J bought me. And my Nightmare Before Christmas album. And my another one that's my favorite that he bought me is my Bring Me the Horizons, Acid Spirit. Those are my favorites that he bought me. What the heck is he doing? Cat's underneath the chair. Do you buy vinyl on Amazon? Because I find that you can find like the same vinyl that they're charging like $50 for, or I listen to jazz, rock, classic, country. I just got Alabama 18-wheelers. Ooh, I like that song. My friend likes to sing that at karaoke. A friend that we don't hang out with much anymore. I don't know where that's at. Cool. You know what I like is there's a place called Collectibles Unlimited right down the road, and they sell vinyl too. That's where I got some of my vinyl, but that one I showed, that Janis Joplin, was a gift from my mom for my birthday. In a box of records she got at a garage sale. A bunch of records like Star Wars, bunch of classic rock, like Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin's one of my favorite. I never been there. I don't go to downtown Flint. I would love to go there though. But I got a lot of Beatles records. I got like 6 or 7 Beatles records. I got a couple Paul McCartney and a couple of John Lennon. I would like to have some what's his name? George Harrison and Ringo Starr. I love the Beatles. David Bowie. I have a couple David Bowie records. I have a couple Queen records. I have the Monkees. I have a lot of that. What's one record that you find yourself keep going back to? Because a lot of mine is the Beatles Magical Mystery Tour, and I like my what's another record? Oh, My Mamas and the Papas is another one of my favorites. the Jimi Hendrix album, Are You Experienced? But I also have super hits or something like that from Jimi Hendrix, and those are some that I've listened to a lot. And another one I listen to a lot is that Janis Joplin, and another one I listen to a whole lot, is my Senses Fail record, my Chemical Romance Greatest Hits record, May Death Never Stop You or something, Stop You or Stop Us, I can't remember which it is. And then another one is my That's the Spirit, my A Day to Remember albums, and my America. When I first got my America's history album, or it's basically their greatest hits album, it's one that I talked Twisted J into buying, and he likes. It's got the song Horse with No Name on it, that America album, and it's got a Ventura Highway and a bunch of really good America songs. I can't remember them all. One of my favorite 45s that I own is probably Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins from the movie Top Gun. That one, and my ICP 45 of the song they did with Jack White, Mountain Girl. I've listened to my ICP albums quite a bit. My Boondocks album was on. My Boondocks the Murder album was on there a lot, and my Twisted continuous evolution of life's questions, that one, and my Davies Suicide and Twisted Too Many Freaks, because I'm a super huge. Okay, guys, if you guys want, I'm a super huge Davies Suicide fan. If you guys want this shirt, it looks like that on the front, and I'll show you the back, and it's available on our store on our website. And our website. This is for my web show. It's got the link to my YouTube on the back, and it just says join the Bat Fam with bats flying up. I have that on CD, I'm pretty sure. I got the record with a mixed record with a bunch of mixed songs, and it's got a lot of songs I like. But one that I found that's on there that I really like is, I didn't realize was on there until I got it home, is Fight for Your Right to Party by the Beastie Boys. So I have that song on vinyl, but it's just on a mixed record with a bunch of other artists, and it's got a bunch of good songs. I've got a bunch of Elton John too that I really like. I like Elton John a lot. He's like one of my favorites to listen to. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. I really want his greatest hit. I really want his album with Tiny Dancer. Oh, and my favorite song is Daydream Believer. Like, one of my favorite songs. It's like not my most favorite. I do have my most favorite song on vinyl. It's by the Cranberries, and it's called Dreams by the Cranberries. It's the song Dreams, and it's out there. Everybody else is doing it, so why can't we album? And that's my favorite album that I own, because it's my favorite album. I had to buy that, and I bought that like literally a month before she died. So I was so happy to have that. I bought it for when I did what I paid for it, because the price of it, because she died, and the demand for it, the price went like went up almost $10 right after I bought it. I'm not a big Billy Joel fan. I don't have any Billy Joel, but I do like John Denver, and I like Frank Sinatra, and I like listening to Barry Manilow, and that's why Twisted J has some Barry Manilow, because I ended up buying a Barry Manilow live album, and it only had one of the disc in there, and my dad found it with the complete both LPs in it. So I gave him the half one, and I gave him a couple other ones, because I kept accidentally buying the same one. Hi, Busy Bee Clown. This is just me talking about vinyl and stuff like that. If you click vinyl, what's an album where do you buy vinyl the most? Most of my vinyl comes from yard sales, thrift stores like Salvation Army and Goodwill, and hobby shops like the one me and Joshua Danger go to, the Collectibles Unlimited, and another place. I found a personal signed picture to my gram from Barry Manilow. Are you serious? Hi, DJ. That was the first thing. That was the first thing I heard was Barry Manilow. I love John Denver, is what Mark Taylor says, and it says, yeah. Hey, Barry Manilow is one of my favorites to listen to on vinyl. Like when I'm chilling and I'm not doing very much, Much clown love to you, DJ Zombie. I'm just sitting there wanting to relax and just chill and be like soothed out and just totally relaxed. I heard that on Facebook. I hope you get better. DJ Zombie sprained his knee yesterday. So I basically just throw on like usually Barry Manilow's greatest hits or one of his other albums with songs I like. I really like the song Can't Smile Without You. I write the songs. Busy Bee Clownin' says the first vinyl I owned was Pink Floyd's The Wall. I love that album. I have Dark Side of the Moon on vinyl and a burnt CD. And I have the movie The Wall. I haven't watched the movie The Wall in a long time, but I paid like $26 for it. It's not cheap to find The Wall on physical. And it's not easy to find Pink Floyd on vinyl. But there's only a few Pink Floyd albums that are worth money, and the rest of them are pretty cheap. But they're not easy to find because people don't want to get rid of their Pink Floyd, because Pink Floyd's like really popular. Like on my battle jacket, I have Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, and the Beatles. David Bowie, the Misfits. I have a Misfits record too. The yellow one, the one with the yellow cover. That's just the collection. I have on my jacket. I got patches of a lot of the bands that I listen to the most on vinyl. Like the Misfits. I've listened to my Misfits record a whole bunch, in the Ramones. I wish I had a Ramones patch on my jacket. I do have a Slayer. I wish I had some Slayer on vinyl. I do have one that just says rock, but it's peeling up and I need it to sew it down, but I don't have the right needle to sew it down. So I've been waiting. I did sew the star that I had on my jacket down. I got a 0 from Nightmare Before Christmas on it too. Because it's Jack Skellington's dog. Twisted J bought it for me when he was buying patches because it was buy two get one free, and he only seen two, and he seen that, and he knew I would love it. Well, Mark Taylor said he has to go celebrate his mother's birthday. He'll see us around. Thank you for coming in, and thank you guys all for coming in. I hope you guys have hit the subscribe button. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, could you please do that for me? Barry Manilow is the best. Yes, I love Barry Manilow. I'll admit I'm a weirdo. I like the song. I write the songs, and I like Copacabana, and I like Mandy. I jam out to Mandy a lot. But I like the song "Take Me Home, Country Road" by John Denver on vinyl, that I listen to on vinyl. It's one of the ones that I like to sing. I also like to sing that at karaoke. My necklaces are all stuck together. It's really hot today. It's hot down here, and I don't know why. It's humid down here. But anyways, so Twisted J is going to be doing a lot of E3 coverage for this channel and his. He's going to be doing his final thoughts. I think I'm going to have him do his final thoughts for E3 over on his channel and something else. And as soon as I get my Ipsy bag, which will probably be in 4 days at most, it's usually within 4 or 5 days from now. So by next Friday, I should have my Ipsy bag, so I can do an Ipsy unbagging on my channel and show what I got in my bag. I'm getting my extra product. I ordered an extra product. It's the Bomb eyeshadow. I know you guys don't care, but I only picked that for my bonus points because it's an alternative rock one, and I really like alternative rock, and it looks like it might be a cool color to do for like when I'm doing rock stuff. Like maybe to wear to a rock concert or something. I really want to go to a concert. I'm really wanting to go to concerts. The first vinyl I remember getting, brand new. Oh, one of the vinyls that I own is Color by Numbers, and it's by Culture Club. I had to have it. Had to. Something. They had this glass, like, mirrored thing. One of those things. That was a Boy George, and when they were doing glass, they accidentally broke it. But if it would have went out for sale and it stayed there long enough, I would have bought that and put that in my filming room because that would have been perfect because I'm a huge Boy George fan. Huge, huge, huge. Been a huge since I was a little teeny tiny little stinking kid, so I had to. I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm going to get off here. That's all the tips I got. Oh, another tip is always look at the vinyl before you buy it and make sure it's not really scratched up. And if the cover's a little, don't worry about what the cover looks like. It's about what the vinyl looks like. If you're just going to, if you're buying it because you really want to listen to that album and you haven't came across that album and you've been looking for it for a really long time, you can always find a better copy for cheap. But always look at the record, and if the record's not that bad, buy it. Because you can always listen to it and have it as something you listen to. Like my AC/DC record, everything's in merely mint condition except for the back of it. And it's only on the very bottom, and it's part of it's peeled off, like the picture's peeled off, like the cover's peeled back, and you can see the white underneath. But everything else is perfect. You can see the name of the songs and everything else. That's only a little part of it. And I think it's because it got wet. The back of it got wet and it got stuck to another LP. But other than that, the record was perfect. So $5 for that, and it's a $7. It's a minimum $7 record to buy that usually in medium condition. It's between $7 and $10 in medium to high quality. So for $5 for that was not that bad, and I really wanted that. What I really wanted to do was own the top 3 most sold albums of all time, and I've done that. Back in Black by AC/DC, Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, and Michael Jackson's Thriller. I own them all 3 on vinyl, but my Michael Jackson's a reprint because I could not. Because people think that they need to buy it to sell it. I get screwed over from being able to have it because people are grabbing it to sell it so it sells immediately. And I just want it to listen to. I want a real original copy, but someday I'll find one. But at least I got it. Now I can listen to it, and it's got all my favorite Michael Jackson songs on it, so I had to have it. And I listened to it quite a bit during October. I bought it to listen to back in October for Halloween because I wanted to listen to Thriller so bad, and I wanted it on vinyl. I have it on CD, and I have the history. I have the history DVD with all the I have the history DVD with all the music videos, and I have the 2 Janet Jackson ones with all the music videos. I have 2 or 3 my Janet Jackson 45s. But other than that, don't 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 go spending unless they're brand new artists with newer songs and they're brand new. Most 45s are worth 50 cents, 25 to 50 cents. So don't pay much more than that because you're going to get ripped. Don't pay $1 for a 45, an old 45, because they're usually, if you go get the Discogs app and look the album up before you buy it, because if it's not worth what you're paying for it on there, don't buy it. They're overcharging for it, and they don't know. That means they don't know what it's actually valued. If they're charging more than the highest price, then you know you're getting ripped off. If they're charging less or in between the bottom 2 prices, then you're probably getting a good deal. But you got to watch, because some places that are selling used records like to overcharge for them because they don't look at Discogs. Discogs is the best place to make sure you're not getting ripped off. That's how I knew I wasn't getting ripped off when I bought the AC/DC record. I used Discogs. And you can store all your records in there as you buy them. There's like a little, I'll show you. It probably is on the back of this. There's like a little serial number. Okay, it's usually on the record itself or on the side of the record. Yeah, like this one's KC32168. You type that in Discogs and search that, and it'll bring that record up, and then you can add that to your collection, and then it takes your collection and tells you, after you have all your records in it, tells you what the lowest your record collection is worth and your highest. Like, if all your records were completely mint, it'll show you the highest what would they'd be if they were the highest condition and the lowest condition. So mine's worth 1,000 to two, somewhere between somewhere between, I think, 50. I can't remember exactly, and I don't know where my thing is. If I had my phone right here because I'm charging it, I would tell you guys what my collection is worth. I think it's worth something like $3,000 at max, and a little bit under than that. But it gives you the right price, and it's based on the highest the records are selling for on there and the lowest. Like, and it'll tell you the last time it sold and what it sold for. So you know that you're not paying more than most people pay for it. That's what I like about Discogs. It's like the best app for record collecting. Make sure you use that so you can keep track of your record collection. That being said, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my new videos, because I got a couple coming over there. Don't forget to check out Joshua Danger's channel. It's still TwistedJ81 for the URL. And mine's still Batgirljamie. And don't forget to check out the Juggalettes R Us, because I may be doing something small for that channel, because I have something I wanted to do on that channel. I wanted to do a special video. And then give this a thumbs up if you like this type of video, and make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you don't miss any of our other videos. And if you got any questions about vinyl collecting, if there's a way for me to find it for you for cheaper online, I will hunt that bitch down. Sometimes if you wait to buy stuff on Amazon, you can get it on sale. For 2 of my records I got on sale price. I paid like $30 for them. Not even $30 for them. And then next thing you know, they're like almost 40. They went up. I paid like $26 for them, I think. No, $27 for them. And then they got jacked up to like 40 something dollars after. So it pays to pay attention, because that's happened to me twice, where I've waited for an album, like my Korn Follow the Leader and like my Slipknot album. I bought them for like 32, and now they're like almost 50 for both of them. So it pays to keep checking them back. Sometimes Amazon has them and they'll have a sale on them when they're not selling, and when they start selling a lot of them again, they'll raise the price back up as they get more popular in sales. So when they're falling down in sales, or they just have too many and they're not selling enough of them, they'll do that. And when they're lower in stock, they'll be higher priced. So the more they got in stock, the less they're going to charge for it. Like when they're fully stocked. That's how I know to pay attention, because that happened to me once with Linkin Park, and I got Linkin Park and Rob Zombie for like 20 something dollars. It was worth it. I paid like $11.50 for and then free shipping, because I bought Rob Zombie with it. Rob Zombie was like 16, so I ended up paying like $27 for 2 records, and that's a good deal for brand new records. I got my Linkin Park because I had to have Linkin Park because I love Linkin Park. I got my Linkin Park Hybrid Theory, and my Rob Zombies the one with Living Dead Girl and Dragula. I can't remember the name of it right now, but those 2. And then Twisted J bought me the other one that's got Never Gonna Stop, the Red Groovy. I think that's the song that's on that one, for a gift when it was Christmas or my birthday. But other than that, I'm gonna get off here. Don't forget to subscribe to our other channels. Don't forget to subscribe to the Juggalettes R Us, because I'm gonna be doing a special video on there soon. Thanking I'm gonna do a special thank you video to all of our fans, and a reminder that we're doing this channel for the people that like that channel, that like the stuff that we're doing that wasn't Juggalo, that we moved over here, so that they don't forget to subscribe to this channel and watch it. so they don't miss out on our stuff, because they're gonna miss out. They might miss us making all them bit content on there. But that being said, I'm gonna get off here. Thanks for watching. I hope you subscribe, and if you do, if you already are, or you do, thank you very much. We appreciate it. We are 27 away from having our URL and our new business cards. And that being said, I love you all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being so supportive, and we love you all. And Twisted J and me will be doing a live stream. Probably won't be doing a live stream together next week because he's gone to E3. So, I will be uploading some music to his channel, and I'll be doing a lot more extra videos on this channel by myself. So there'll be extra Get Batty episodes. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!